If we want to have a future, let's rely on the young people. If we do not know the technology, let's find the best young people who know the technology and encourage them, help them to be successful. But today, Alibaba is if we are not the leading internet company in the world, we're at least the leading internet companies in China. So today, I would love to talk about science, technology, economy, and these are innovation, three talking points. About technology revolution. The first technology revolution is to release the energy of the people. So people, we know that people is going to be powerful and machine is going to be more powerful than human. The second technology, the energy revolution, is to make people to go further. By leveraging the machines, we can go further, we can go to the moon, go to the Mars, and we know the machine is going much faster. And this technology revolution is to release the human brains. And we believe, whether you like it or you don't like it, nobody can stop this technology revolution. Whether you're government officers, whether you're business people, you're civilian, or you're nobody, in next 30 years, your life will be totally changed because of this revolution. And those people change themselves to suit this technology, you are the winner. Those who don't will be the loser. And in the future, we believe data is going to be the raw materials. It's going to be like the water, electricity, and oil. I think before people understand, human beings understand how to use the oil, people can never imagine. Today, we're using this kind of energy to go to the moon. Today, a lot of people don't know how to use the data. You will never imagine 30 years later what data can change human beings. And nobody can imagine that. And one thing I want to say, people say, oh my God, the machine is stronger, machine is faster. And I tell you what, machine is going to be much smarter than the human beings. Machine never sleep, never get tired, never forget things. They calculate earlier than you are. You like it, don't like it, they will be smarter than you are. In the past 20 years, we make people like machines. In next 20 years, we will make machine like people, because machine in the next 20 years, they're not going to drink electricity. They are going to eat and drink data. But whatever machine happens, human being will always be the master of the machines, of the robots. So we believe machine is going to help the society. Machine is going to improve the society. But on the other hand, people say, well, technology is killing jobs. We believe technology is going to create more jobs. Right? People say, well, technology is destroying the job opportunities. But see one thing, technology, actually every technology revolution, we created more jobs than we thought. In 1870s, more than 50% of the jobs in America were farmers. Now, 100 years passed, there are only less than 2% of the jobs are farmers. How can people tell 100 years ago that when the technology comes, it's going to create more jobs like today? And China is the same. People say, well, e-commerce destroy a lot of jobs. No, not necessarily. 10, 20 years ago, China had a huge industry called real estate development. There are hundreds of thousands of people working in the construction field. Today, there's no real estate market there. Where do these people go? They go to the express delivery. They go to logistics. So 10 years ago in China, there is no such called industry called express delivery. Now we got 4 million people working on that. We believe next 10 years, we're going to create at least 10 million jobs on delivery in 10 years. And also we find that if the online, offline combine better, that it can create even more jobs. We noticed that in the past months with our data shows that those like text, those like eating, having fun, using mobile payment and data to support their business, every month there's 6% growth. So I'm not the economist, because most of economists, by getting the information of yesterday and understand today, the business people try to see the vision, the tomorrow, and then understand the today. Many years ago, the New York people, about 100 years ago, before the car was invented, people used horse cars. And when we have the horse cars, a lot of people debating one thing: how can we clean the horse manures? Because they're a big problem. How can you make the road clean and meanwhile have the transportation? When the cars discovered this problem never exists. And I want to tell you one other thing is the regulators. Regulators are very interesting. When the cars were invented, because the traditional business of horse cars were very, very unhappy. They'll say that we should not let the cars to be on the road. The regulators, because of the pressures they got, they said, okay, the cars can only drive on the road if their speed is slower than the horse cars. And this is what exactly happened, and it's happening today. So we believe that if you cannot solve the problem today, if you cannot see the situation today, let's see tomorrow. About the economy, people say, well, today, world economy has a big problem. Tell me any day that the world economy has no problems. We have problems all the times. We believe one thing, notice that 50 years ago, in the past 50 years, we most have a problem every 9 years. Now we are having problems almost every 2 years, or every year we have problems. That is sending a strong signal. Something wrong with the system. We need to do something. And also would like, whether you like it to change or not, something is going to happen. And whether you like it, somebody is going to change. 50 years, today our economy is better than 50 years ago. And 50 years later, the economy will definitely be better than today. And the economy has a problem. When the economy has a problem, people start to complain. They complain about the technology. They complain about the globalization. And I think what we should complain about is, did we get the message? Internet was not happen today. Internet happened 20 years ago. Did you get it? A lot of people just did not get the strong message we said. So about the economy, have we got the message that we need to do something to change? So I would say today's problem definitely is not caused by technology. It is the problem we caused because we did not use the technology in the right way or efficiently. And today the problem is not caused by globalization. People hate trade, people hate globalization. I think globalization is great. Whether you like it or don't like, globalization is going to be continued. But in the past 20 or 30 years, globalization was benefit to those rich companies, big companies, developed nations. 80% of the small business did not benefit. So what we should figure out is how we can use the technology, how can we use the policies to help small guys, help small business, developing nations to be globalized. So we believe the world in the past years is 2080. We supported 20% of the business, 20% of the world to support the 80%. We believe the 80% of the resting that unsupported, those are the potentials of the future. And also would like to say people think about the China economy. I am pretty confident. I'm very excited about the China economy in the long term, in the future. Because China, economic problem is about upgrading. I would say the three, which is exporting, investment, and these heavy investment will never last long because the China environment cannot sustain if we continue to do economy in the old way. China is upgrading, and China is moving from those old economy to services, high technology, and domestic consumption. China is transforming from government-driven to market-driven. So I would say for the short term, it's very painful. For the long term, I'm pretty confident, especially with my industry, our company, last quarter, we still got more than 30% growth, even at our size. So about financial innovations, I think the essence of the Internet of Financing is based on the big data to build up a new credit system. And I would say that the traditional financial system are based on the IT technology. The IT technology, it's very expensive in the past years. The other thing is the traditional, the financial system based on the people you know about the guanxi. Only I know you and I know being doing more things. We have a dinner, especially in China. We have a dinner, I understand you, meeting you personally, and then I can give you loans. But today, with our financial system, with the new data financial system, we don't want to know the people. We giving people the loans purely based on the behavior credit data systems we made. And the new internet of financial system is not trying to change or turn over the old traditional financial system. It is the complementary, the traditional financial system. It's the system that we want to help 80% of the business, of the consumers, of the small business that's never been benefited. I got a big bank, we had a big debate years ago. He said, Jack, what Ali Finance is doing, what you are doing, everything you do, we can do it. I said, yes, sir, of course you can do everything we do. First, you did not do it. Second, if you do it, take you 3 months. If we do it, only 3 weeks. If you do it, takes you $100. If we do it, only $10. We respect a lot about the Dr. Muhammad Yunus, who got the Nobel Prize winner for the inclusive financings. But what we've been achieved in the past 5 years, we did 5 times bigger than the 40 years Dr. Yunus put together. We're using data. We have given loan to more than 500 billion RMB and most of the business, they got money from us, less than 5,000 US dollars. And our system is called 310. Within 3 minutes, people apply online, we will give a response whether we'll give you money or not. Within 1 second, the money will be in your account. 0 people touch. This is how we did. We have given in the past 5 years more than 3 small businesses get loans from us. So we believe at the end, the innovation of technology is going to push the regulators to change. And we believe regulators will change very quickly. And today everybody is encouraging innovation, but innovation is not the other people's issue. Innovation is about you, it's about everything the regulator and government want to do it. I went to the World Basketball Association, went to the museum. It was a very interesting story. You know, the first basketball, it was really a basket on the top. The guy who invented the ball, threw into the ball, and then somebody will rush there, use a ladder to take the ball out, and then continue to play. It took 18 years. Somebody said, shall we cut the bottom down and the basket inside? 18 years. That thing changed. There's no people to use the ladders. And then because of that change, a lot of things changed. The referee changed. The rules changed. There's been no person to use the ladders. And that really made today the basketball is really entertaining and more people would love to do it. And I'm here not as trained as the expert of technology. I know nothing about computers. The only thing I know about computers and send and receive the emails and browse. But I would not say I know about the internet. People say, wow, you are the expert of the internet and e-commerce. I would have said today, there's no expert of the internet. There's no expert of e-commerce. What we are doing today, the e-commerce, 10 years later, will be totally different. And nobody could imagine today for Alibaba what the GMV we achieved, the sales we achieved is close to 500 billion US dollars last year. That is ranking number 6 province GDP of China. And in 3 years, our GMV is going to be bigger than the number 20 state of the world. What we believe that in the future, there will be a virtual economy that is going to be the 5th largest economy of the world. If If that is Alibaba, it's going to be somebody. That new economy is going to enable every small business, enable every individual. If you have a mobile phone, you can buy and sell anywhere. If you have a car, you can build Uber. If you have a ceiling, you can sell your solar electricity to everyone in the world. If you have small land, you plant the potatoes. Normally, you can only sell in a small town in your towns. Today, using the internet technology, you can sell everywhere in the world. So this is what we believe. And we believe it's not the technology that changed the world. It's the dreams behind the technology that changed the world. It's the dream, it's the spirit of innovation. It's the spirit of the change. Whether you like it or not, change is there. And we believe 10 years later or 50 years later, there will be more successful business. There will be more successful business people. There will be more smart regulators than today. And this is what we believe. Thank you very, very much.